This hour, tomorrow we will learn more details, likely very horrific details about what happened to the 6-year-old Faye Swetlik. Faye vanished a week ago today, and then her body was found near her home in a wooded area on Thursday of last week. Investigators say one piece of evidence, a very critical piece of evidence, was found in her neighbor's trash can that led them to her body. Now investigators are trying to figure out how this man, who was also found dead in that community, is tied to her death as this whole community wraps their arms around Faye and her family. Carrie Weimer breaking this down for us on the timeline of leading up to this horrific discovery.
That's right, Cody. This is the story so many of you have been following on our news app and our Facebook page. Now, Faye will be laid to rest on Friday, but this case has really left everyone asking, how could this happen? 1 week ago on Monday, Faye Swetlik stepped off her school bus at her home around 3:45 p.m. This was the last time she would be seen on camera. A little more than an hour later, her mother called 911 frantically, saying she had been missing for about an hour. Law enforcement began their search for the missing first grader, canvassing the neighborhood in a 1-mile radius, saying their mission was to bring her home. Now, officials from the FBI, SLED, and local and state agencies worked around the clock, searching landfills and trash collected from the Churchill Heights neighborhood. A key piece of evidence they found in the trash is what led them back to the area where Faye's body was found Thursday, in some woods just yards from her home, according to the CAYCE Director of Public Safety.
It is with extremely heavy hearts that we are announcing that we have found the body that the coroner has identified as Faye Maureen Swetlik. We are now treating this case as a homicide.
Authorities said they also found a man dead at his home, later to be identified as 30-year-old COTY Taylor, who lived just over 100 feet from Faye Swetlik and her mother. The police say they had spoken to him earlier in the week and had also been inside his home. Officials said Faye's body had not been in the wooded area long. They could not release cause of death until an autopsy was completed. On Saturday, Faye's body received a police escort from MUSC in Charleston back to Lexington County, where funeral arrangements are being made. The Lexington County coroner says the findings from both autopsies will be released tomorrow in a news conference. Of course, we will be there live streaming on our Facebook, and we'll update our news app. The funeral for Faye Swetlik will be held Friday at Trinity Baptist Church in CAYCE. We will bring you live coverage of that as the community says goodbye to a life gone too soon. Back to you.
Carrie, thanks so much. And of course, we will be there for that news conference and a vigil following that around 5:30 as we expect some horrific details to be released where they will need prayers in that community, not only for the folks, those first responders, but also little Faye's family. So stay with us here on the air and inside our free Fox Carolina News app. Well, the man accused